And here we go. We have a fresh series. We have a fresh PvP. And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Golden Aura, we have the Danish Protoss player, the Red Protoss, representing Storm Gaming. Ooh. In this fresh best of 3. We'll see how well he can perform here. One of the best Protoss, the best Protoss in all of Europe. It is MaxPax. And spawning in the top left-hand corner, we have as opponent, we have the blue Protoss player representing Club NV. It is Creator. We go. Again, MaxPax, of course, has a very distinct style of PvP, and we've seen many times here on Golden Aura. He does have a gateway on the high ground, but this should be a gate cyber expand. This should not be a 2-gate opener out of MaxPax. Should be looking to be a little bit more economic here on Golden Aura. He does specifically go for the gateway on the high ground on this map just because he's more than willing to just give up on the natural and defend the main, just because the map layout, the map setup, is more confident, more comfortable defending the main base. I imagine it's also because of the short rush distance by ground. Defending against an all-in on the low ground can be quite difficult. So MaxPax, he sets up here on the high ground instead. Creator likewise going for his own gate opener as well. And show us that Cybercore. And there it is. So it's a gate into Cybercore. It's a double gas opener, so this can lead into a Stargate followed by the Nexus. Doesn't have to be a Nexus first. Now, what I find very interesting is that Creator is doing the same. Creator is also going for a gate into Cybercore into Expand. Creator is mining gases. Now, if this leads into a Stargate versus Stargate, this could lead into Phoenix Wars. MaxPax is more than willing to embrace Phoenix Wars. I'm not so certain Creator is. Phoenix Wars is a very stylistic thing, like as in when it comes to your enjoyments. Some players like it, others don't. We've seen many a player try to avoid it as we do delay that natural base. There's that Stargate that we mentioned from MaxPax because of the double gas opener. Creator, he has the option to do the same, but he doesn't. Nexus first. Okay, so Creator, he will have a better economy, but MaxPax is getting into his tech. Creator does confirm, he gets eyes on the Stargate. How does he respond? And it looks like we're avoiding that initial Stargate, going for another sentry. MaxPax going for a bit of a later expansion here, but get gates into expand nonetheless. And really my eyes are on Creator. My eyes are on Creator here. How do we deal with the opener of MaxPax? There it is, Phoenix first. Oh, never mind, we cancel Phoenix going for the Oracle, okay. MaxPax changing his mind, 1 sentry goes down, big pickoff. Oh, Creator bleeding out a little bit too much already. 1 sentry going down to 1 left. And we're chasing this down with the Adept, with the Shade. That's going to be 2 dead sentries. And that's huge. Losing sentries this early on, I mean, we needed that to scout the follow-up to confirm whether it was Phoenixes or Oracles. Creator doesn't know. He's in the dark. He's going for a shield battery in the main. Oracle's on the way. It's going to be close. It's going to be close, but Creator having a brutal start. Rotating over with his Stalkers. Trying to protect that main. Oracle dips in. And the shield battery finishes just in time. Does finish up. We do have a Twilight Council behind this. Twilight Council already on the way from MaxPax. Only committing into double Oracle. And we're working towards Blink. We are working towards it. Bearing in mind 2 Oracles, 1 short probes, a shield battery is not good enough. And where's the army? Where are the Stalkers? We have 1 in position, we can ignore it. We get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh. 5 probe kills, and we escape with both Oracles. And just like that, MaxPax takes an economic lead. Even though his Nexus was later, didn't matter. What's also scary here is that the Twilight Council finishes up a lot faster as well. We're going for a Dark Shrine, not into Blink. Delayed Blink, I should say. So Blink is actually lined up with each other, but that Dark Shrine is brutal. And what's scary? No sentry. Or I should say, the sentries died earlier. If we had them, we could scout this, 100%. Now, we did warp in a 3rd sentry. We need that hallucination. Oracles dip in, they get 1 more probe. Proxy pylons being set up. Dark Shrine is halfway done. And We don't have detection. Robo is now on the way. Where is that? Where is that hallucination? There it is. We need to zoom across the map as quickly as possible. The Oracles, they do spot it. And MaxPax, he could try. Yeah, he's trying to intercept. Rotates the Stalkers over. He does know the hallucination's coming. And do we deny the scout? Creator diving in. And the scout is going to be denied. Dark Shrine is not spotted, but the Robo's finishing up. We should have detection. We should be okay, at least somewhat. That's a big should, though. I don't know. There it is, 2 Dark Templar being warped in on the front lines. Observer is on the way, thankfully for Creator. Is going to come out. Oracles that get some more damage. They distract Creator. DTs are waddling in. He notices. He sees. He does notice in time and does force field the ramp. Phew. Quick reaction there at a Creator. Loses 4 probes, but that could have been so much worse. And that is a kill on the shield battery. Creator trying to chase us down. Blink is done for both players. Blink is done. We have an even Stalker count. We have the better Concave, and MaxPax does force him back. At the same time, Oracles, they dive in. Finally, 1 Oracle goes down, but how many probes have gone down this game? 12! They paid for themselves. Very nice harassment, very nice damage from MaxPax. Applying pressure to the third base, Creator is able to keep up. Remember, Creator, he lost his shield battery. We haven't replaced it. We have yet to replace that shield battery. Now it's on the way, but it's quite late. He's that much more vulnerable as a result. MaxPax rotating around. Does hit the natural. Thankfully, there is a shield battery in position. And the game is settling down. We're calming things down here. Calming things down, Pappy. Both players getting up to 3 bases. MaxPax still has a 10-worker lead. Has a better economy, that's being reflected here in the army as well. Taking up towards +1. Charge, both players are. Robo as well. But the pressure is on Creator to make something happen. He's going for a faster 4th. I say that. 4th is already thrown down for MaxPax. MaxPax does spot the army. As the high ground over his opponent, going to get a couple of extra shots in. Couple of extra shots. Ooh, takes out some more Stalkers as well. MaxPax, he has the better trade. Trading 6 for 6 so far. Gateway is depowered. Service getting in position. Creator trying to hold on to his 3rd. His 4th even. Does hold on to his 4th base. Shield battery is finishing up as well, and it looks like Creator is going to be able to slow the game down a little bit here. He should be able to hold on as he bleeds out an Observer. Very nice snipe from MaxPax. MaxPax is going for a 2nd Dark Shrine. May have accidentally slipped his mind that he already had one, but 2nd Dark Shrine on the way. Let's go. There we go. He cancels the Dark Shrine, going into Blink instead. Shadow Stride is on the way. Gateway gets repowered, warping in some Adepts. We do Shade Adepts right into that 3rd base. Creator, he's distracted. Takes down the Observer. 1 Adept Shade in. Taking 1-shot probes. 3 probes go down. And with that MaxPax, he maintains the better economy still. With that, he's up in Stalkers. Has a lead in tech. They're gonna be able to outtrade Creator. He has to fall back to the shield battery, fall back to the overcharge. Let's fall back to it, and MaxPax is gaining ground. Charges, they do help. They do buy some time. Likewise, the Gateway's depowered once again, but at the same time, we do get into the main. Zealots into the main base. Prism did slip in. DTs as well. We do have detection. But Creator, he is struggling. He's being pulled apart. And MaxPax is just out-trading him, out-positioning him. Do clean up the army in the main. The main army of MaxPax still looking terrifying. Taking a 5th base. Gateway has yet to be repowered, but we have that War Prism. Poised to go back into the main. Creator getting to his own War Prism as well. Having a better fight. And no one has yet to really take up into Disruptors, into a second Robo, into even Immortals, or Archons. But a mispathing out of MaxPax bleeds out a Stalker. Well, I believe the Prism went down as well. Yeah, Creator, he snipes the War Prism. Okay, not bad. Not bad as we take down the Observer, forcing MaxPax back. He's been bleeding out quite a bit. And here we go, Creator coming in for the surround, collapsing on this with Zealots. And MaxPax bleeding out even more here. At the same time, ooh, DTs, they get into the natural, they depower the Robo. And Creator, does he come back home? He has to make a tough choice as, yeah, we're breaking into the main base. We do have detection, we need to warp in. Yeah, forced to warp in defensively. And the DTs, they can just blink down to the low ground. There's a cannon, but we can focus it down as well. And Creator, he's getting picked apart. He's running out of steam once again. The DTs from MaxPax, they're popping up. We clean up the DTs, but Creator is down to 56 workers. MaxPax on 5 bases with Mass Blink Stalker. And MaxPax is snowballing out of control now. At this point, we have +3 on the way. We have a second Forge for additional upgrades. Snipe the Prism. And we can keep pushing. Can keep pushing. We force the overcharge. At the same time, a Zealot DT counter attack. We dive on top of the cannon. We focus it down. And it's just a numbers game at this point. That Creator, he's investing into Archons. That will help. It can tank a lot of shots. Remember that MaxPax, he did stick to a mainly Gateway heavy composition, mainly Stalker heavy composition. Mortal has a right to do dive on top of it. Mortal's going to be focused down. The Archons, they trade out as well. Creator not trading too badly here. Forcing MaxPax back. At the same time, another massive warp in. Not like this. Prism gets sniped. Creator is going to be able to deal with this without too much issue. He thankfully had an army in position, but he pulls back home. And at the same time, the DTs, they wreak havoc at the third. The DT harassment just doesn't end. It doesn't stop. 18 probes go down. Just non-stop Dark Templar harass. And honestly, it's won MaxPax this game. It's winning him this game. Just DTs constantly coming in, whether it's in the main, at the third, at the fourth. Creator having such a hard time. Again, cannons are not good enough. Not against DT harass in PvP. As they were all shut down. Now behind this Creator, he does take down a base. He's all in, basically. Like, Creator, he's all in. He's going to be losing more probes back at home, but he doesn't care. And Creator, he does have a supply lead. Army supply lead, specifically. It's all or nothing. To have the overcharge. Overcharge is for Creator diving on top of the shield battery. Does focus it down. But that takes a lot of hits. That was 3 volleys from those Stalkers. And MaxPax, he's shutting this down. It was a good effort here by Creator. But there's just too much in position to defend. The shield battery overcharge put in so much work as well. And across the map, we are crippling the economy. GG gets called, and MaxPax will take game number 1. Whew. GG. A solid game 1 there from MaxPax. I mean, Creator, he was holding his own, but the constant harassment there with the Dark Templar, with the Zealots, It just became too much for Creator to handle. Even before all of that, the initial opener, going for the initial Stargate, not even that, sniping the sentries. That was the beginning. That was like the beginning of MaxPax getting momentum. Sniping 2 sentries at the start of the game was brutal, and that allowed those oracles to get even more damage done. And with that, MaxPax takes the lead, but now we're getting into game number 2. We have a chance to fight back. I want to believe that we can go all the way to the A smash. I want to game 3, but the onus is now on Creator. Let's go. Pressure is on Creator. MaxPax with a 91-0. Oh, he's crazy. As the rest of the bracket is progressing slowly. Okay. Most of round, no, sorry, all of round 1 is done. Round 2 underway. We can catch up with the bracket once we wrap up with this series. For now, though, we're diving into game number 2, and spawning in the top right-hand corner of Alkione, we have our Danish Protoss player. The Red Protoss leading the series 1-0, representing Sidestorm Gaming. It is MaxPax. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have as opponent, we have the South Korean Protoss player, the Blue Protoss representing Club NV. It is Creator. As we are going to be getting ready to dive into Alkione, one of the larger maps in the map pool, very macro-oriented. Once again, MaxPax going for the gateway on the high ground. So is Creator. Do we end up in another gate into Cybercore, into Stargate? I'm curious. Probes are moving out, and we will come across each other. Oh, the boop. Oh! Oh, we do miss each other. Smooch. Well, the probes are moving out for a scout. It is not uncommon to proxy on this map. It was very, very popular, especially when the map was for a showcase, to proxy on the right-hand side. Because of the mineral wall, you can mine through these minerals and hide a proxy over on the right-hand side. The meta evolved, and we even had fake proxies where a player would mine these minerals and then go to the opposite side of the map instead, making it look like the proxy was on the right when really it was on the left. But here we have some more standard openers. No proxies, gate into Cybercore, into expansion. Now, because both players have taken these gases, we can go for tech before Nexus, or Nexus before tech. We have the option. We have the option available, depending on how annoying the opposing player is with this probe. If they're a little bit too attentive, if they go for a pylon block, then again, we have the opportunity to go for a Stargate. I imagine MaxPax is going to go Stargate first, I'll be honest. He usually does. We'll see if Creator is a little bit more greedy. He does take down the probe, which means he can go Nexus. The probe goes down. Never mind. Stargate first. Stargate from Creator. Stargate from MaxPax. Now, this would typically lead into Phoenix Wars. Both players will be able to scout each other. They should be able to scout each other and confirm the Stargates, and then we make Phoenixes. Then we don't stop making Phoenixes, and we end up in Phoenix Wars. The problem here is that MaxPax's probe was killed. And likewise, Creator doesn't get into the main, so neither player has the information that there's a Stargate. There's a very high chance because of this delayed Nexus. Creator should know there's a Stargate, but MaxPax doesn't, because his probe died so early on. So MaxPax has more incomplete information. And we're going Oracle first. Okay, bold move. Oracle first from both players, from both MaxPax and Creator. We're not going for Phoenix Wars, thankfully. It's not happening. It's going to be Oracle on Oracle. Death of MaxPax does get eyes on the timing of the expansion. Dive on that Zealot. And I kind of like this position for Creator. There we go. Second Oracle's on the way from Creator. Second Oracle's on the way from MaxPax. The Oracles, do they come across each other? They do. They do pass by. They can't quite touch each other, but alas, they do scout. They do confirm. MaxPax just pulling the boys, escaping the main. There's nothing to defend. There's no Stalker. There's nothing that shoots up. He has to evacuate. At the same time, shield battery is done in the main base for Creator. He's safe and sound. Shouldn't lose too much at all. Shield battery does finish in the natural, but Creator, he does come out ahead. Overcharge is popped. Once again, the Zealot and the Adept to arrive. And MaxPax, he has taken quite a bit of damage. Quite a bit of indirect damage. Now we're moving out with another Oracle. We're going for the pylon. He's crazy. He's diving on the pylon, and the pylon, it should go down. It's going to be close. Second Oracle comes in. And the Archosa pylon goes down. That's a big delay here for the upgrade on the Twilight Council. We go for the Stalker. That's a little bit ambitious. We should be able to maybe get one, but... oh, that's a lot of hull damage. As MaxPax gets into the natural, gets some counter damage done. But the Phoenix has arrived, and now we have to commit. There's no turning back. Getting 8 probe kills. Oh my god. That's a lot of probes. 8 probes go down. MaxPax takes an economic lead. But he bleeds out both Oracles. And he can no longer harass. And what's scary is that Creator, he still has both. Still has both Oracles up and running. Has the Phoenixes. He can lift up the... oh, he can lift up the Stalkers. No shield battery. Uh-oh. Shield battery, it's halfway done. Creator, he can dive in. He can snowball out of control. He can break this. With only 2 Stalkers, that's not good enough. There is 1 Phoenix. We have 3. And we dive on the army. 1 Oracle goes down. Good target firing out of MaxPax. And he holds. The additional Stalkers come in. Creator being forced back. And MaxPax is transitioning into Blink Stalkers. Creator, what's interesting here is that he has avoided the Twilight Council. No Twilight Council, no Blink. We're going into a Robo. We're going into Immortal Production instead. Interesting. So basically, Creator is playing a very tech-heavy style, going Phoenix Immortal. And this means that Creator is going to be stuck at home. Yes, he's harassing with Oracle. Sorry, he's harassing with Adepts. With Phoenixes, he has to. He has to harass as best he can. Because he's stuck at home, making Immortals, getting into upgrades, and slowly taking a 3rd base. Creator, he has to play a more defensive style. And MaxPax is about to strip map control away from Creator. Once Blink kicks in, MaxPax can push. He can push and he can chase down these Phoenixes without too much issue. So Creator is playing with fire right now. He's just trying to be as aggressive as he can while he can before Blink finishes. Stay strapped into the natural. We do react in time. Good defense there by MaxPax. Oh, and my apologies. I assumed the Creator was going to be taking a 3rd base and turtling up, but no, that's a Gateway Explosion. That's Glaive Adepts. It looks like Creator instead is going for a 2-base all-in. Does look like a 2-base all-in from Creator here, as MaxPax is getting ready to expand and take a 3rd. 3rd base is on the way. MaxPax is vulnerable. And he's still stuck at home, but he should soon be pushing. Oracle coming in once again. Yeah, more gateways on the way. It's a 2-base all-in. We have confirmation. 6 gateways on the way in addition to the 2 that we already had, so it's going to be an 8-gate 2-base all-in out of Creator. But MaxPax has map control. He's going to be able to engage with the army ahead of time and slow it down. Things are looking a little bit bleak for Creator, not going to lie. As MaxPax is already knocking down the front door. Diving on top of the Immortal. Overcharge will keep it alive. Clutch overcharge there by Creator. Saves the Immortal. He's up to 3. Waiting for the Warp Prism, and then we can push. Again, it's all or nothing for Creator. But MaxPax, now that he's broken free, he should be able to chip away at this army as it moves out and slow it down. MaxPax, he does spot this. Setting up for a backstab. Coming in from behind, catch some Adepts. Slows down reinforcements, gets another Adept as well. Almost a sentry. And this is pretty huge. MaxPax picking up some key units, slowing down the reinforcements. Creator, what you see is what you get. And is it going to be enough? We do force a recall. There's the overcharge. We focus down 1, we focus down 2 of those Immortals. There's 1 left. Are we bleeding out too many Stalkers though? The overcharge does help quite a bit. The Adepts are breaking through. But we lost every single Immortal. Creator, he just lost the backbone of his army. And now it's mainly Adept. Is this still too much, though? He does have double the army supply. Immortal has arrived. We dive on top of the Immortal. We focus it down. Drive a shield battery. No overcharge. Did run out. We're going for the Robo. We snipe the Robo. We come in with reinforcements, and Creator with his 2 base all in. Despite losing every single Immortal, does he still have too much? It looks like he does. No shield battery, no overcharge. The natural is going to be broken. And Creator, he's fighting back in this series. Takes down every single probe. And MaxPax, he may be known for defending against 1 base all-ins, but add another base, and maybe it becomes too much as we shut down that natural. Focus down the Dark Shrine. Oh, there are DTs coming in, though. Uh-oh. Dark Templar, they're going across the map. Going for a counterattack. Is there a way? Is there a chance here? DTs are spotted. Creator rotates around, bleeds out an observer. Gets that third. DTs, they do waddle in, but we do react in time. Only 2 Stalkers. Probes are going down. The snipe there on the observer. Yeah, we shut down the 3rd base, and the DT harass, it was ambitious, it was creative, but alas, not good enough. GG gets called. And we tie up the series 1-1. We are going to the ace match. GG. Let's go. We're going all the way to game number 3. And coming into this again, MaxPax is favored to take the series and to advance on. He usually does in these tournaments, but it goes to show the caliber of play here in KungFu Cup. The quality of player here is insane, and to go up against Creator this early on is brutal. And can Creator knock MaxPax out? Oh boy. He is so close to doing so. We'll see if he can, as we have our final game. It's going to be on Dynasty. It is going to be on Dynasty. Oh, GG. Oh, hello, Eminem Chomsky. Hello, Jeff Bezos as well. ¿Qué tal? ¿Cómo estás? Bienvenidos. Bienvenidos. And Dynasty is going to be an interesting one. It's going to be a very interesting map here, or very interesting ace match specifically, just because of how quirky it can be. Of course, Dynasty does have the gold available, the pocket base. With it, we have seen time and time again Protoss players avoid the gold pocket base and take it as a 3rd or a 4th. It is considered to be unsafe to take it too early on, but are either of these players crazy enough to go for it? MaxPax and Creator, are they wild enough to try to rush into that gold and try to get away with it? We'll find out. You can hear the beeps. The players are ready. We're diving into game number 3. Oh boy. Here we go. Catching him on the chat. KungFu Cup is played fully on Korea server, right? That is not the case. For those that are curious, it's like any other tournament. So EU versus Korea is played on NA, for example. Korea versus China, I believe, is played like on Singapore, if I'm not mistaken. Things of that nature. There is a server table and server rule list, 4 different regions clashing with each other. But here we go, we're diving into the ace match, and spawning in the top right hand corner of Dynasty, we have our red Protoss player from the land of Denmark, the best Protoss in all of Europe, representing Storm Gaming, being forced into the ace match. Can he bounce back? It is MaxPax. And spawning in the bottom left hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the South Korean Protoss player, the blue Protoss, representing Club NV, forcing the ace match. Can he carry that momentum here into a 2-1, into a win? It is Creator. Here we go. We have our gateways being set up. Looks like once again, Gate Cybercore opener from our players. MaxPax going Gate Expand, going for the gold. He's crazy. He is crazy. He's lost his mind. Goes right for the gold base instead. A Creator going for a much more standard opener, going for a Gate Cyber. This is the greediest build you can go for from the side of MaxPax. The greediest build you can imagine. Gate Expand straight up before the Cybercore, before the tech, and Creator confirms. And now the pressure is on Creator to punish this. Do we go for a one base all-in? Do we just lightly punish this with Adept Harass? What is the plan? What are we going for? So for now, because of the opener, it's just going to be a Gate Cyber. Looks like Expand here from Creator, going for his Nexus. We can see that he's not risking the gold base. Now, winding it back, the reason why it's risky to go for the gold and we're going for a Stargate first, interesting, it is scouted and confirmed by MaxPax. But the reason why it's considered to be standard to skip this gold base in a PvP is because you can harass this gold very easily with Adepts and Stalkers. With range-based units early on, which is not unheard of in PvP, as you can see here, Adepts are on the way. It can be so easy to deny and punish this base and just forego any kind of mining here. So very risky at a MaxPax. We'll see if we can get away with it. Meanwhile, across the map, Creator going for a standard natural instead. This is why the gold is typically taken in the mid game as a third or fourth base instead, just because at that point you have map control and you have more of a presence to be able to save and protect that mineral line. Oracles are on the way. Stargate follow-up here by MaxPax could go for a Phoenix first, and the Adept has arrived. And the shield battery is not done, so already we deny mining time. Already this natural has zero income here from MaxPax. One probe goes down, but we have the counter Adept, and we have the shield battery as well. MaxPax should be able to defend. Shield battery within range, we go back to mining, but we're not done. It's not over. Remember, Creator is moving out with that first Oracle, followed by a Phoenix. Adept trying to bust its way in. It looks like we do not finish. The shield battery is cancelled in time. Good positioning out of Creator. Chases down the Adept. Very nicely done. And the Oracle goes to the main. We had a shield battery at the natural, not in the main base. Probes are going down, but the Phoenix does arrive in time. Not before losing 3, not before losing 4 probes. Maybe even a 5th. Oh yeah, we get a 5th probe as well. Good damage dealt by the Oracle. The Phoenixes have been spotted, have been confirmed. And we are continuing Phoenix production. Creator only has 1. Oh. Only the 1 Phoenix Creator. He's vulnerable. Where's the shield battery? No shield battery at the natural. Adept shades into the main. Phoenixes, they make their way over. They do catch a Stalker. They catch the Phoenix instead. Oh. Not quite. Good movement out of Creator. Does defend, takes down the Adept. Protects his Phoenix. Creator is able to just maintain his natural. MaxPax, he catches up, maybe down in workers, but the gold base makes up for that. And he has map control with these Phoenixes. Getting 1 probe kill, getting 2. Now, by the time Creator finishes up his own gold, his blink should be done. So this is going to be a bit of a safer gold base from Creator. But before that can happen, we dive into the main base once again, getting another probe kill. MaxPax just keeping the pressure up. Just continuing to pump out Phoenixes as well. Not stopping. Not slowing down. And Creator's contained. He's contained until he can expand. Well, sorry, I should say until he gets Blink. Probe gets shut down. Creator coming in for a scout. Does confirm the saturation in the natural. Does confirm the gateway follow-up. The Robo, the delayed Twilight Council should be where we do have a Colossi Immortals on the way. And the third base. It's a very nice scout there from Creator. Blink is finishing up. Creator, he should be able to stabilize. As MaxPax is getting ready for his own all-in, I'm getting deja vu. Very similar build to what we saw from Creator. Very similar. Going Immortal, not Stalker, but Immortal Adept. Wave Adepts are on the way. Immortals are amassing. Proxy Gateway is spotted, and the Blink Stalkers do move out. We spoke about it. Now the Creator has Blink, he can move out across the map, can take his gold base. But with his high Immortal count, again, it's going to be a similar story to Game 2, but the roles have been reversed. Oh, the Immortal! We can try to focus it down, but we have the overcharge. MaxPax does hold at the same time. He ignores the main army, going for a counterattack here at the gold base. And Creator, he has to commit, but he can't. Oh. Yeah, this mineral line is so exposed. Phoenix, they go for the natural. Adepts towards the gold base. No shield battery. And Creator, he's becoming that much more all in. That mining at the gold. Killed probes here at the natural. Creator, he's unable to gain any ground. I mean, he is forcing the shield batteries to run out of energy. That is true. Shield batteries are running out. And now we're pushing in. There it is. There's that lift. We get one Immortal. Good hold position micro here from Creator. Does get 7 probes. Keeping the work count low. That they try to shade in, but they're on A move. Oh, they attack the Stalkers over anything. And we take down another Immortal, and MaxPax is getting picked apart. Very nice control of the Creator. Honestly, the MVP of this fight, of this push from Creator, has been this Phoenix. The one Phoenix that he made that has survived this entire game picks off 2 Immortals. We're down to 1. Shields have been triggered. Phoenix has come back. Ooh, and Adepts, they get across the map. That's a lot of Adepts. That's a lot of would-be dead workers as well. Creator having a hard time defending Adepts. They get into the main base. Probes are going down left and right. And he has to make a choice. He doesn't turn around. And the target firing a little bit too good. 12 probes go down. And we have more Adepts here at the goal base. And Creator is falling apart. He's losing every single worker. And Phoenix as they counterattack. And Creator, we gotta go. We have to push in. Well, we can't. There's still 1 Immortal. The Phoenix, maybe a bit of mismovement here. The Phoenix, it runs into the Phoenixes. It does get shut down, finally. That should not have happened. This Creator, he turns back around, takes down the Prism. The Adepts are being forced back. MaxPax gaining map control. He killed 25 probes, and MaxPax suddenly takes a massive economic lead. And Creator's in trouble. He's in a lot of trouble here. Trading as best he can. Coming in with his army. Now, thankfully, he killed 3 Immortals. Because of that, this army from MaxPax isn't too terrifying. I feel like he's overextending a little bit. MaxPax has no reason not to just calm things down and macro up back at home. MaxPax maybe being a little bit too cavalier here. A little bit too cavalier. Does fall back. Again, you can see here this goal base being abused by the Adepts. More probes fall. MaxPax though, getting cornered. Creator coming in for the surround. Charge is done. Charge is done. We focus on both Immortals. They're both gonna fall. And MaxPax, has he overextended? Can he be stopped? Oh, the Prism gets sniped. Very nicely done. But the Adepts are being surrounded. They're gonna try and shade away Adepts. They get into the natural base. More probes going down. Creator again, he's all in. Has lost his economy. Finally, he finds that gateway. Creator, is he taking too long? He has to push here and now. He has to move out. He has the army supply lead. As he moves out, MaxPax going for another backstab. Fanning out more Adepts. Now the reality is that these Adepts, they've done well killing probes, but they don't do well in a head-to-head fight. In a head-to-head fight against these Stalkers, the Stalkers, they come out on top. Oh, no shield battery! Uh-oh. No shield battery, no overcharge. Stalkers are being focused down. There is 1 Immortal. Creator trying to drag the army out of position. Shield battery's about to finish. It's almost done. He gets targeted. target down the shield battery. Second immortal has arrived. MaxPax, can he barely hold on? It looks like he can. Get the power of 2 immortals. More probes went down. The prism has arrived to reinforce. We have sentries on the way. Blink is not done for MaxPax. Force fields, they can go a long way here. He's trying to get that immortal, doesn't get it. Again, these sentries, they need to be perfect. Shield battery's about to finish. More adepts harassing across the map. We are pushing in. Get the counter shield battery, sorry, counter force fields. Do catch 1 immortal, but it's not enough. We have the overcharge. We took too long. Shield battery finishes. We have the overcharge. Creator, he has to back up, has to rotate around. Does get a shield battery, but not much more. And the longer this goes on, the better it is for MaxPax. Creator, he's running out of steam. Overcharge is on cooldown, but as long as MaxPax keeps these immortals safe, he's going to be okay. He's back up to 3 immortals. He's back up to 3. Things looking a little bit dire here for Creator. Blink is done now for MaxPax as well. Does avoid the shield, the shield battery, force field. Yeah, force field does miss. He's trying to catch one of those immortals. Do you manage to get some worker kills? Creator, he still does pose a threat. More adepts being warped in across the map. We do catch an immortal. Good pick off, but the overcharge is pulled. Creator does not snipe it. He invested quite a bit there. Probes going down. Reinforcements are on the way. We have plenty of charge lots, but this is a brutal choke point. And Stalkers are so low. Yeah, Creator knows he can't push into this. It's not going to happen. He has to rotate around once again. MaxPax is keeping up. And across the map, yeah, the adepts are wreaking havoc, getting even more probe kills. And for the first time in a long time, MaxPax takes a supply lead. And yes, even though the immortals are being targeted, it's too late. We have plenty of Blink Stalkers. We have +2 as well. MaxPax, he's done it. He has survived. He has held. Creator, he had an opportunity and things were looking very close. But the Adept Harass. The reality is that the Adept Harass was just too much. And it crippled the economy. It forced Creator all in. And now we're completely shutting this down. It was a good effort by Creator. Really well done. But not enough. And GG gets called. MaxPax will take the series 2-1. GG. GG, well played. Again, Creator, he had some really good moments in this game. He had some strong moments and even was ahead for quite some time, even had an overwhelming army, but the non-stop Adept Harass was brutal. Very similar actually to the Golden Aura game, where on Golden Aura, it was the non-stop DT Harass that killed Creator. Here, it was the Adept Harass. The speed, the multitasking, the harassment of MaxPax became too much to bear. And Creator could not keep up, could not hold on. Eventually, ran out of steam. GG. GG, well played. MaxPax will advance on. Congratulations. We'll advance on into the 3rd round. And do we have an opponent ready and waiting? Not yet. Exclamation mark B. Exclamation mark B in the chat if you guys want to have a look back at yourselves. I'm just quickly restarting my clients. Looks like I had a bit of a bug. But hopefully I don't miss the next series. And hopefully we can follow our players here.